Do you love making money? I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. But do you love selling something to actually make that money? I bet most of you do. Now, here's the real question. Do you want to put in the effort it takes? I'm guessing the answer is no. But if your goal is to get rich, let me tell you, sales are the fastest and most reliable path to wealth. In this video, I'm going to show you how and to whom you should sell so that process isn't just profitable, but also interesting and even enjoyable. So let's dive into the 6 steps that make sales both profitable and fun. Step 1. Pick a product or service you actually like. Love dressing stylishly? Sell clothes. Dream about luxury cars? Sell those. Love great food and socializing? The restaurant business is waiting for you. Want to share your delicious baked goods with everyone? You know what to do. There are literally thousands of options. But remember, selling online and selling in a physical store are 2 very different things. And that brings us to the next point. Step 2. Figure out how you want to sell, online, in retail, or in person. Do you want to sell without ever meeting your customer purely online? Or do you want your own sales island, a store in a shopping mall, a car workshop, a hair salon, a bakery, etc.? If you are into expensive items like fine jewelry but don't want to show them to customers, selling can be really tough. Now, when it comes to luxury furniture, it's not just about beautiful design. You also have to showcase functionality and quality. And without a showroom full of samples and professional salespeople, that's impossible. For high-end furniture, a showroom is as essential as the air and water. I say this as a professional who's been selling luxury furniture for over 15 years. Step 3. Learn the psychological levers that influence buyers. If you don't know much yet, take a course or read some books. Some people are just naturally gifted sellers, communicative, friendly, persistent, and sales come easily to them. They intuitively do everything right. Could you be one of them? Here's a funny story I read from a psychologist. A boy was making a living selling books in his village. One day he offered books to a wealthy farmer and got refused. The boy asked if he could watch the farmer feed his pigs. The farmer agreed. The boy got it so into it that he started scratching a pig's back with a stone. The farmer was stunned. In the end, the impressed farmer invited the boy for dinner and bought all his books. Not because he wanted to read them, simply because the boy scratched the pig just right. Stories like that show how powerful psychology can be, but it only works if you know your customer. Step 4. Choosing your buyer. Who do you want to sell to? This will determine the size of each sale. A few small deals every day or one big one per week or month. What is your customer's income? What is their purchasing power? How you can attract or interest them? Are they an average income person or a wealthy one? Selling expensive items, it's easiest for people who grew up with wealth. Know rich people personally, understand their habits and desires, and are used to spending big sums on luxury goods themselves. But in most cases, your success depends on your professionalism as a seller. Step 5. Work out your budget for the year. How much money do you need to start selling on your own? If you don't have funds but you have a product and an idea, think about how to get your initial capital. Personal savings, loans from friends, a bank loan, or an investor who believes in your idea. A physical store, warehouse, and staff, all these increase your costs. Many people get stuck here because their desire isn't backed up by financial reality. Step 6. Make a plan for expenses and income. Create a table with projected profits from sales. This will quickly show you whether you picked the right product or service. If you spend as much as you sell, there's no business and no money. Sales aren't magic. They're definitely not about pushing people. They're a set of processes that anyone can learn. It's simply the skill of helping people get what they need. And I can tell you this skill can absolutely be learned. If you sell with respect and genuine interest, sales will bring not just money but also satisfaction. Start simple. Pick your product or service, decide how you'll sell it, use marketing and psychological levers, define your target audience, understand your financial possibilities, make a business plan, and you'll succeed. On my channel, I'll be sharing which levers really work in sales. So stay tuned. See you soon!